Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Baby Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. How you doing? It's been a day. I've been busy, I guess. I had every intention of getting out earlier today and going and having a mom day out. Just going and doing whatever I wanted, just by myself, because I hadn't had a whole lot of time to myself as of late. I've been mostly, every time I leave the house, John's been with me, and not that I mind that, I love spending time with John, and he's my buddy and every time. But sometimes a mama just needs time to herself, and today was I've just gotten to that point where I just needed that time, and unfortunately, my oldest son had me blocked in with his car, and he had my van blocked in with his car, and he was asleep most of the day because he was up really late, and he was asleep most of the day, and I didn't want to disturb him, so it was after 6 o'clock before I left the house in the evening. So a lot of the things I wanted to do, I didn't get to do. I didn't take a tripod with me, so I didn't get any footage out and about. So there's that. But I did go and do some retail therapy. Who doesn't need a little retail therapy every now and then? Since this is the first part of the month, so it's payday for me and John, and all the bills have already been paid. And my landlord stopped by today and got his rent check, so all of that has been done, and so I had some that I could go do some retail therapy, and I had decided that I would replace my pillow and buy some all-natural shampoo and conditioner to replace the cheap Suave shampoo and conditioner that I've been using for years, in hopes to stop the losing of my hair, or the thinning of my hair. I thought maybe if I switched to something all natural, maybe that'll help. So I got some of that. But the first stop I made, I went to Hobby Lobby, because I wanted to try to see if I could find another one of these hooks that didn't have the flaw in it that this one has, that snags on the yarn, because it's right here in this part of this side of the hook. If you run your finger down it, you feel this really kind of sharp, edgy, rough part right here where it's supposed to be smooth. There's a rough edge right there, and when I tried to crochet with it the other week, it kept snagging the yarn. And when I finally said, well, I wonder why it's doing that, and then I ran my finger up through there, and then I felt that really rough spot, and I was like, well, that's just a manufactured flaw. And so I said, well, maybe it's just because I bought this one in Shreveport, and so I went across the bridge into Bossier, just the next town over. It's like literally right across the bridge. And so I went over into Bossier thinking, well, maybe they got a different batch, and I could get a 6mm in this style hook, and it, maybe it won't have that flaw. But when I went straight to the aisle where they had these, it was the same flaw. When I picked one off the shelf, and it had the same flaw, so I didn't buy one, not of this one, because I was like, I'm not going to buy one with the same manufacturing flaw. That was very much a disappointment, because I really wanted to try that without the flaw. But I'm gonna talk to Will when he gets home later and see, and give it to him and see if he knows if there's any tools at his work that he thinks he can, file that down or get that smoothed out. If not, then we'll just, write it off. It's not a big deal. I do still have this hook in a 5mm that works just fine. So, that's not a big deal. But I did see that they have some clovers there. And so I went ahead and bought in a different kind of clover than what I have. I have a different handle. I have the different handles. I don't have one in here with me. but I have different handles than this one. They have these. Now I've seen several people use these. I've seen Pamela with the Door and Crochet use these. I've seen Dana with Dana's Wanderlust Crochet use one of these, and a couple other people have used these handles. So I bought one of these in the 6mm because I use a lot of 6mm. So I hadn't used one of these before. Let me take it out of the package real quick. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's more hard plastic than the silicone that the other one has. I don't know, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go here in a little bit and see what we think of it. But it was only $6.99, which I think I think there was a discount. Let me look. Let's see here. Neil Art, $6.99. Let's see. No, there was not a discount on this hook. Nope. The hook was not discounted. But that's okay. Still not a bad price for a Clover hook. It's really not. I'm not mad at that $6.99 price tag. I'm really not. Clover hooks are really nice. So, I'm not upset about that. But I did something that I don't normally do. I bought 3-weight yarn because I wanted to try this with my hooks and see if I could make a shawl out of this. And I bought 3, and I did something else I don't normally do. I bought 3 of something instead of 2 or 4 or something. I bought an odd number or something, but I did the math on the yardage, and it was 1,000 yards, and I was like, well, that's plenty for a shawl. So even a 3-weight shawl, it should be fine. But this Sugar Wheel Cotton Sparkle, the colorway is called Just Relax, and it's a 5-ounce cake, 142 grams, 335 yards, 306 meters, 97% cotton, 3% metallic polyester. It is 3 light, it says. And let's see here. It recommends a 4.5 crochet hook. I'm gonna use a 5mm. And then a knitting needle 4mm. But this is the color I got. This is this one, and they're all spun a little bit different from each other, but they're the same color. But yeah. So, but I don't know if y'all could see that sparkle, but it's blue and it's sparkly. But what I figured I could do is between now and fall, when they have their homecoming dances here, I could make a real pretty shawl. And because it'll take me a while with this yarn. And one of the girls having a homecoming dance could, you know, buy a shawl for me and wear it to homecoming. So that's what I figured I would do with it. And so I don't know how soon I'll get to this, but man, this is really soft yarn. This is super, super soft. I really, really like it. I just hope that my hands will let me. Soon enough, I'll tell you soon enough if my hands will let me. But it is super thin. I ain't gonna lie, it's really thin. But and I'm pulling out. I don't have a 5mm in here with me. But oh man, that sparkle is gorgeous. I just love that. That's real. It's about the same as that daggum supposed 4-weight that I bought from Mary Maxim that I got hanged over here, that I'm using. So if I can use that, then I should be able to use this. It'll be slow going, but I should be able to. But this, it's plumping up a little bit now that I took it out of the cake. It just kind of plumped up a little bit. I kind of like that. But yeah, I'm gonna just put this back in there a little bit. Wide it, roll it up a little bit, and stick it back in the middle here till I'm ready for it. But it's really beautiful. I saw it and I went, because I mean they had some rainbow, like, you know, and I love rainbow and I love some of the other colors they had, but this blue just really spoke to me. And it just, I mean, it doesn't it speak to you? It's just gorgeous. It's blue and it's beautiful, and I just love it. I really love it. And I just think that it would be pretty as a shawl, and some girl, you know, wearing it around her shoulders going to a homecoming dance. I think that would be real pretty. So that in the hook is what I got from Hobby Lobby. And so let me put that back in here until I figure out where that's going. Then I had to go to Michael's. I was disappointed with Michael's. They didn't, you know, I got some new yarn from Michael's, that Facets yarn with the sparkle in it, last time John and I went to the Shreveport Michael's. But the Bossier Michael's, they didn't have any of the sparkle facets at all. Their yarn was looking pretty pathetic at the Bossier one. They are a bit of a smaller Michael's than the Shreveport one. They're quite a bit smaller. But they have a riding buggy. So that's why I went to that one. But I got only 2 things at this Michael's. I only got 2 things. Well, I have 3 things if you count this little thing. But I had one each in these colors, and I said, well, let me get another one of each. It was because Michael's had buy one get one 50% off in the yarn, and then I had a $5 voucher, and so that's the best deal I could score. And what I did is I got a couple of latte cakes. Now this colorway is called Blackberry, yeah, and I have one of these in the cubes over there in my cubes, but I only had the one. And so I wanted, you know, I like things in even numbers usually, and so I went ahead and got me another one. So now I have 2. And in case you're new to Latte Cakes, they are 58% acrylic, 42% nylon, 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, 530 yards, 485 meters. It is considered a 5-weight yarn because of the fuzz that's on it. And it recommends a 6.5 millimeter knitting needle and crochet hook. It's machine washable and dryable. I know that it is. I have washed this. I had made a blanket with this for my mother, and I washed it and dried it, and it was no problem. But this is the Blackberry, and I have another Blackberry over here on the shelf, so now I have 2 of those. And then this is what color is this? Cream. So now I have 2 of the cream also. So now I have at least 2 of each color that I like. They have other colors that I like too, but now I have I also have the macaroon color, and I'm petting them. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm petting them. And I have I think I have 4 of the macaroons, and then I have 4 of the velvet teal color, because I have planned to make something bigger with those, probably a sweater or something. And then last time John and I were in Michael's, excuse me, thirsty, strawberry water. I saw this really cute little thing that I thought, well, for an almost 50-year-old woman, you really shouldn't be buying yourself this thing. But today, I decided it might make me feel better about getting such a late start and not being able to go do the things I really wanted to do, like crochet in the park. So I got me a little red fox. It was at Michael's, and it was, I think, $6.99. I did get 20% off of this one, because these, since the cakes were on 50, you know, were on sale, buy one get one 50% off. I couldn't use the 20% on them, but I could use my $5 voucher on them. But I was able to use the 20% off on this little guy. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me see if it has a name. Let's see. Meadow. Meadow. Find me in the fields. That is where I hide. Orange, like the flowers that feed the butterflies. My birthday is March 6th. Yeah, the Beanie Boos collection. So, it's a Beanie Boo. I don't know, but it's adorable. Meadow. I don't know. It's really cute. And I love little red foxes. Or orange as it may be. But, oh my goodness. I have two red foxes that my lovely subscriber family has made for me. Todd and Amanda. That Jamie, see, Tara Lynn made me Todd, and then Jamie made me Amanda with her little purse and everything. And then I bought this one. Oh, well, sometimes you just have to indulge yourself a little bit. It was cheap, and it was really cute, and it's really snuggly, and it made me happy. So, you know, it is what it is. Isn't it beautiful? It is so cute with its big old eyes. Oh boy, I think it can hang out right there. We're gonna let it hang out with some yarn. But that's what I got with my retail therapy. Some latte cakes, and then some cotton cakes from Hobby Lobby. And I didn't break the bank. Oh, and I bought myself some new shampoo. I brought it out here. I brought it in here so I could show it to y'all. Cause my head's been itching a lot. As I said, well, let me cover all my bases. So I replaced my pillow. I bought me a new pillow. And then I got me some of this shampoo. This is called Native. Y'all see that? Native. That I was going to go back to the shampoo called Hair Food. But it's like half the size of this and costs the same. So I decided to get this instead, since they both on the label talk about how much they don't have all this. They're silicone free and sulfate free and paraben free, and 10 ingredients or less and all this stuff, and they list all the ingredients back here so you know what's in it. And this one is moisturizing shampoo, and it's coconut vanilla. Now I couldn't get, for some reason they didn't have matching shampoo and conditioner as far as the scents go, and this one's almond and shea butter conditioner, strengthening conditioner. So, and as my hair is very thin, I need it to be strong. But this one is also silicone free, sulfate free, paraben free, and this one, it says strengthening conditioner. So but they're 16.5 ounces, and they're in these pumps, but they were $10 a bottle. But because they're in these huge bottles, this will probably last me 3 months or a couple of months at least, because I don't have much hair. And so yeah, that I'm the only one that will use that. That's basically my stuff. We all have our own stuff in the shower, and in the shower area, and that'll be my stuff, and the boys won't use it. And so it'll last a long time in them big old bottles. So that's why I didn't worry about how much it cost, that it cost $10, because if you buy the cheap stuff, you have to use more of it, because you just do sometimes. But this stuff, hopefully, I won't have to use that much of it, and it's in a big bottle. But we'll just have to wait and see how it works. I'm hoping it works well, and it could stop the itching. And of course, we go back to the doctor in a couple of weeks. John and I go back in less than 2 weeks back to the doctor, and if a new pillow doesn't solve my head itching, then I will have the doctor look at my scalp and see if there's some sort of issue with psoriasis or something. I don't know what else it could be, but because I don't have long fingernails. I keep my nails, it's a little dirty at the moment, but I keep them fairly short. So because I tend to scratch myself in my sleep, and if my nails are too long, I end up with big sores from scratching. So there, I don't, but that's how it goes. But anyway, that's about all I got for you on a Saturday night. Just a little retail therapy and some yarn, very little yarn, but some yarn, some beautiful yarn. I might have to go put a hook to this cotton. This sparkly cotton, I may have to go put a hook to that, because that stuff is gorgeous. And it will be a shawl, a big pretty shawl, that's for sure. And I will probably sell it if I can. But it'll take me a while to do it, because it is 3-weight. But I look forward to seeing it come together. And then I'm gonna go probably use this and work on something. Maybe I got some yarn set aside. I'll go work on something. I got to figure something out. My arm's feeling so much better today, mainly because I haven't done anything with it except for go through some stuff in my room. I had to find my checkbook. I ran out of checks last month when I paid the rent, and that's the only thing I use that checks for, is to pay the rent. And I knew I had some extra, some checks. I knew I had some unused checks. They were still packed away, and so I had to go find where they were. And so, to find where they were, I had to throw some stuff, do some cleaning and move some stuff around. And so I found them within the first 5 minutes, but I just kept going a little bit so that I could, clear some stuff out of my room. So there's that. But I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I'm going to go put on Supernatural and see if I can't crochet something up, because I've already had tacos for supper, thanks to Johnny. And I'm going to go have something sweet, and maybe a peach or a mango or something, and have some dessert, and watch some TV, and maybe work on something. I don't know. Maybe continue to rest my shoulder until it's completely stopped hurting. But y'all have a good night. Please remember that I love you, and so does Jesus. And adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see you again soon. Bye now.